And hello, and welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm here with the men's and women's swimming and diving coach, Jerry Foley. Coach, let's start with the women right now. You're going for a 6th straight title in the Landmark Conference, an amazing record so far. That kind of means you got a target on your back with the rest of the conference. How do you feel going into the season knowing that people are going to be coming after you and having that pressure on a little bit? Do you guys like it? Do you not? What's your feel on it?
I feel confident that, we're just going to keep getting better. And that's all I really try to have our team focus on. We can only control ourselves, and if we are motivation for others to get better, that's great. But I try to challenge our team throughout the year. We swim a lot of teams that are better than us throughout the season outside our conference. So in some regards, that keeps us in check, keeps us hungry, keeps us humble, knowing that, even if we are the best in the conference, there's still ways for us to go to improve as a team and as individuals.
Now, you had your first relay last week. You guys did a great job winning 8 of the 9 events. How excited are you to have this kind of success so early on in the season that you guys can only seem to get better?
Again, it's a starting point for us, and while it looked like we had a lot of success because we won, like you said, all the events but one. I try to measure where we were at a point last year, and so where we were last year on our women's side, we are actually about the same with our women having one more faster relay time than last year's. So what I mean by that is that we were 5 relays faster. So we were 1 up on last year's team. And about the same with our B-level relays. And the men just slightly reversed, maybe not as quick on the A relays, but a little bit deeper on the B relays. So I feel like that's a good measuring stick, where we were compared to where we were last year. Because I think we were strong teams last year, but we're looking to improve off of that.
Now we're looking to the men. They were picked 3rd this year in the preseason poll for the Landmark Conference, but you only lost 1 senior from last year. How important is that experience coming back to make a run at a Landmark Conference championship?
I think it is important, especially that we have 10 freshmen in the program. I think it's important that the upper class relate to them that, how much work they need to put in during the course of the season and be consistent with that work in order to perform at our best come conferences, which is our goal. So I think we will get better throughout the season. While we did only graduate 1, we are really a young team still.
Now, for the men, like I said, returning everybody but 1 senior, who's going to be the main guys you look for those leadership going into those 10 freshmen that you brought into the program? Who are going to be the leaders to have to step up and really show the way for them?
Well, I look at all our current seniors as leaders in the program and juniors as well. So, Danny Chekai is our captain, and then we have several other leaders that are in defined leadership roles with Dylan Ware and Jack Olson, Nick McDonald Martell, a.k.a. Canada. We call him Canada. So, Duncan Frazier. As well, and we have Connor Mitchell coming back as a senior. So we have a strong senior class. We have a very talented junior class. 2 of them are abroad right now, and that will hurt us first semester. But they're a very talented class that will provide a lot of leadership in the pool as well.
Now, this weekend or next weekend coming up is Catholic, your first conference meet of the season.
Right.
How important is it to get off to a good start in conference? Because they're going to be one of your main rivals come the end of the season.
Right. It's a great way for us to start off the year with a competition like Catholic because they really push us. Our men's programs are very evenly matched. Over the last couple of years, it's the dual meet has come down to the last event very often. And the last couple of years at conferences, we've been fortunate to be on top of them by a couple of points. So there's not a lot of separation between us on the men's side, and I think it will be the same coming into the Catholic meet this year for the men. And their women have improved. they're one of those teams that I think are eager and hungry to knock us off. So we got to watch out for them, and we got to just prepare for them and know they're gonna be at their best and excited for us. And unfortunately for us, it's our first dual meet.
Okay.
They will have had several dual meets prior to that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit difference of philosophy. I don't like to race as often early on. I like to get more practice in and training to prepare us better for the end. So we may not be as race savvy or ready, especially for the freshmen. They won't have as many college experiences under their belt by the time we swim them versus them. But that it's just a trade-off. I think in the end, doing it this way for us makes us better at the end of the year.
Now, we just talked about Catholic. Who else is going to be your main rivals that you kind of have to watch out for, especially later on in the season, come championship time?
I think on the women's side, Scranton brought in a lot of freshmen on their women's side, so I think they will be better come second semester, so we're going to have to watch out for them. And the men, of course, Merchant Marine Academy is going to be strong. They're going to be the team to beat once again, but I feel like this year we can compete with them. We actually will have 3 divers for the first time in our school history at conferences, including a freshman diver that can compete for the top 3 spots, which will really help us.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way, and we look for big things from the swimming and diving program.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for having me. Take care.